This is actually one of my favorite ways to start the morning. And I'll tell you why I do this. So I've been going into cold showers or cold water at least since I was 16. And since the first time I did it, I always felt amazing. I got this rush of well-being immediately after I went into the cold water. And in the beginnings, it was just showers, but later it became the ocean, and now recently like a tub like this. And the reason I use a tub like this and not so much the ocean anymore, although I would say the ocean does give a way better experience in terms of being in nature. But the reason I use this kind of tub is that it is very close to where I live. Actually, it is on my balcony. So it means that I can do this and not spend a huge amount of time on this health practice. And I would say like this is one of the cheapest and most affordable ways in terms of time to experience and do something that's amazing for your health. Going into cold water has a lot of benefits. First of all, it improves your ability to regulate temperature. One thing that I've noticed is that I am cold way less than I used to be. When I sleep with a very, very thin duvet. I actually found some research that supports that people that do winter bathe or jump into cold water are better at regulating their temperatures and are less cold. Another thing that I love about this practice is that it helps to manage like overall inflammation, which of course is something that comes with a physical practice. Like if you train a lot, you're gonna have sore muscles. And this helps to mitigate that feeling of being completely stiff and not able to move. You could also spend time on a foam roller, but this just also takes care of that. And this just helps you feel amazing. Then there's a lot of physiological factors, such as more activation of the brown fat, which also helps with insulin sensitivity. If you're the type of person that trains, that's really not a big concern because you're gonna improve your insulin sensitivity if you resistance train or train anything anyway. So, but it's a nice added effect for sure. Another thing generally that's nice to have as well is that you can see the winter bathers or people that do cold immersions like this also have a lower risk of heart disease. This, of course, you also have if you train a lot and you do cardio. So it's not a unique thing to going into cold water, but it is a nice added benefit. One thing that I've noticed over the years is that I also tend to get less sick during the winter. And there's a lot of data to support that this type of practice actually also increases the immune system's function. So going into cold water not only makes you feel great, it also makes you less sick. Then there's a whole host of studies that look at anxiety and depression, and what you see is that people that go into cold water, because it spikes the dopamine so much, just feel better. And if you've ever done this, you know that immediately after you come up from this, you're gonna feel amazing. Now I'm starting to get cold because I'm talking and I'm not focused on this, but I'm gonna stay in a little bit longer. So one thing that I think is talked about too little in terms of this practice is the effect that going into cold water has on your willpower and your mental robustness. Because it's not really a nice experience going from something that's warm and nice and comfortable into something that's cold. Now, it's amazing once you're under and once you're out, because you need to kind of overcome this fear or this discomfort that's connected with this in order for you to actually reap the rewards that I just talked about. And I think this is a really big part of this practice, is learning to overcome that which is uncomfortable to reap the benefits. And I think we can learn a lot from this if we're able to transfer this mindset into our daily lives and other aspects of our lives in general. So yeah, if you're not already doing this immersion into cold water, I highly recommend it. And this is just an easy way to get into the practice, even if you're not living close to water. I would have to drive on my bike 15 minutes, get in the water, change, shower, all of this, and come back. And I would easily spend an hour doing this. When I have it on my balcony like this, I can go in. I've now stayed in for about 8 minutes, and the water is, what is the water? It's about 7 degrees Celsius. So I've stayed in for about 8 minutes, and I'm gonna get out, go in, take a cold shower because I wanna end on cold, but I wanna wash this off because it stays here for like a month or so. And then I'm gonna go have my coffee and get on with my day. So it's easy, it's fast, and there's so many benefits to doing cold plunges. Enjoy your day. Hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and follow me for more health tips.